I'm not going to pay you extra money for your sprinkler system. I'm not going to pay you extra money because you offer a home warranty on your house. Which I'm not a fan of getting your seller to offer a home warranty on their house unless they think something's going to break during the listing period. Because it doesn't make properties bring any more money. The buyer's not bashful. If they want a warranty, they'll ask you to buy one for them in the contract. Principle number 4 is Camelot. Buyers won't buy till they have to. Why would I settle for a house today when Camelot may come on the market tomorrow? This is when the buyer is in the very beginning of the process. They're in the pragmatic part of the process, right? You take them out and you show them a series of properties their very first time, but they're not in a hurry. Why? I'm not even moving for another 3 months. I'm not even really sure the job transfer is going to happen. My lease isn't up till August, but I still want to look at how on the first time through. The ones nobody else wanted. I mean, if they were a great house, they'd be gone, right? Unless you happen to just catch them on the day that the great new one comes on the market, right? So what the buyer's saying is, and we pull back in the parking lot, and they go, well, those were nice. Wasn't what I was expecting, though. Because every feature that you want as a buyer is like 2 price brackets above what you can afford. If you can spend 30 grand for a house, your dream house is 50. If you can spend 300, your dream house is $500,000, and if you can spend 3 million, your dream house is 5 million, isn't it? Because buying a house at some level is a series of compromises. Okay? But as long as I have time, I'll continue to look. And that's the challenge, right? So the question then would be, what is an A buyer? What rungs of a ladder do you make a buyer go up before you show them property? Is it predictable who will buy and who won't? Yes, it is very predictable who will buy a house and who won't at any given time. If the date that they have to move is more than 60 days out, they ain't buying. I'll just tell you, they're not going to buy. They don't have the ability to own 2 homes most of the time. They have a lease or something that has to be completed. They don't have a date out there, or the date's outside of 60 days. You're honest to God, you're wasting your time. You're not going to buy one because they keep thinking something better may come up as I get closer to the time frame. Think about it. You show buyers houses, no, I'm not in a hurry, yeah. And then all of a sudden it switches overnight, doesn't it? It's like, hey, remember, I got like 45 days. Come on, I got to buy something. And it tends to lope along in a 2-week cycle, believe it or not, if you really are weird like me and you analyze things. You'll have the most contracts come in the last week of a month and the first week of the next month. And all those closing dates will be targeted for the end of that second month. Then you have like a 2-week lag period in the middle where like right now, like not a whole lot happens. Because I don't have to, because now I can't close till the end of May anyway, which means I've got till the last week of May, or last week of April, first week of May to keep looking. Something better may come up. And so we lope along in this 2-week cycle. Just a weird little thing I analyzed. Principle number 5 is the pool. Best buyers are the very first buyers to come through your listings, aren't they? In fact, that's a line we use with sellers. Best people you'll ever see are the very first ones. Why is that? It's one thing to throw that line out there to people. It's another thing to be able to explain to them or have a seller go, well, why is that? Well, I don't know. It's just the way it's always been. The best people are the first people. There's a reason why. And it deals with the law before that or the rule before that. The best people to come through your house are the first ones because the first people that come through your house are the ones that are running out of time.
And have been looking.
And are emotionally involved in this transaction. Who do you get looking at your house 3 months in? The pragmatic guy who's just starting the process. Does that make sense? I mean, you've experienced it, right? At any given time, when you list your next listing today, there's a pool of people out there that are looking for a house like you just listed. In any price range, there's a pool of people. The pool may be very deep and very wide and very big, and it may be very small. If you get a rural property on 150 acres out in the middle of nowhere, it's a very small pool of buyers. But if you list a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-car garage, all brick, 1,800 square feet, I'm guessing there's a good pool of buyers for that. So the only question then is, when you introduce that house to the market, are you the best one? When I list your house today, are you the best one on the market in that price range? And that will play itself out here in a little bit in some of these other laws. Principle 6 is manipulation.